Hello, First Communion parents. Some of you have asked for some links to help your children understand First Communion because you weren't able to attend our meeting last weekend. And just for those of you who were, even if you were there, thank you for being on the call. You might still be looking for some resources. So I wanted to share a little bit about this Dynamic Catholic Blessed resource that I shared quite a while ago in Google Classroom. So you should have the link, and I wanted to show you what I would suggest you go over with the kids in the next couple of weeks as we prepare for First Communion. So if you click on the link, it brings you to this Dynamic Catholic site, and Blessed is the name of the series for First Communion and Reconciliation. So I have here sessions for First Communion. The ones that I would recommend parents that you focus on in the next 2 weeks before First Communion are session 3 and session 4. So if you click on session 3, it will bring you to the first video. This is all about the Word of God and the Mass. And if you scroll down, you'll have an opportunity to see what the topics of the other videos are. So in each session, there's 7 videos. And I would say they're no more than about 35 minutes in total. So I invite you to just go one at a time. You click on the first one, or you come up here and you watch the first one, and then you'll be able to watch all 7 one after the other. Session 4 is also important because it continues with the Eucharist, which we covered a little bit in our call on Saturday. But it's really important for the kids to gain a better understanding of the true presence of Jesus. And so this session has videos all about the Eucharist and that part of the Mass. The previous session will explain to them about the other parts of the Mass that come before the liturgy of the Eucharist, such as the liturgy of the Word. And so this one is specifically about the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, which is hard for them to understand, and it's hard for us to teach sometimes. So I invite you to take these 2 sessions and really go through them if you find that the visuals are what help your children understand best. It is a very good resource. It's free to us. So I invite you to please look at that link, check out session 3, session 4. And if you have time, session 5 and session 6 are also important, but I would say that session 3 and 4 are the ones to most focus on. Session 5 will help them understand a little bit more about actually preparing for the day of the Eucharist, of their First Communion. And it explains to them that, receiving communion is not just a one-time thing. It's over and over that they can receive Jesus in the Eucharist. And then lastly, session 6 is nice. You can do this anytime. If you don't have time, you could do it after First Communion. Matthew Kelly is very good at helping people understand that we all have a mission from God. So even though our children are young, they're up to 5th grade, they can understand that God has a mission for them, a desire for them to use their gifts to serve God in the future. And so this is all about mission. And I invite you, if you have time, to go ahead and look at those with your children, just to help them understand the importance of their mission that God might be calling them to in life. But again, session 3 and session 4, would love it if you could take the time to go over those with your children if you feel that they're still needing something more than the information I gave to you in the booklet. So thank you so much, parents, for continuing to form them at home, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.